has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll roll him out right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. To about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get...
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a important part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great
It's picked off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's going to be caught by Judy. But 7 yards to pick up there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
And 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
43-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
It's intercepted. It's by Nick Kwiatkowski. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
10 at the 16-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jacobs now. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Josh Jacobs.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now whistles here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And it is Carr. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And the Broncos first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Broncos 14, Raiders 6. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pressure gets to him again. That's on Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That catch good for only a couple. So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Denver.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 1 yard.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And some room to maneuver. The trap. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demir Bird, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Raiders 6. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
36-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Now Carr again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Draymond Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Jumping early from his tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
He'll let this go deep for runs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The ball carrier.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They run. Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here to 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll let Hamler try and run it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now whistles here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the Looks as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Yardage brought down at the 32. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,